Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm Cheryl. This is Your Journey Yoga. Thank you so much for joining the channel today. I hope you love class. We're going to work hip mobility. If you haven't already, if you would subscribe, take a second and do so. That would mean a lot to me. Thank you so much. And let's get started. So, a seated position, any kind you like. And we're just going to sit up nice and tall, giving ourselves a moment just to kind of connect breath and quiet the mind. Roll those shoulders up and back and let the shoulders slide down and away. Just close those eyes. Let them be soft. Let's do that shoulder roll one more time. Make it big. Take it up and back and let them slide down and away. Feel the length in your spine. Sit up nice and tall. Let the tension go in the neck and shoulders. Checking in those hips. How are they doing today? If you struggle with hip mobility, flexibility, you are in good company. No judgments, no criticisms as we go through our practice today. Just be mindful and be kind. Let's turn those palms to face the sky, drape the wrists over the knees, maybe bring your index finger and thumb to touch. And we're just going to take a couple moments to breathe. To set an intention for our practice today. To be kind, to listen to the body, to honor whatever the messages are coming from the body today, even if they're those that we don't particularly want to hear. It is what it is today. Never wasted time on your mat. Always good for the body, the mind, the spirit. Let's keep those eyes closed and slowly walk the hands forward. Releasing the weight of the upper body down, stretching into those glutes, into those hips, releasing through that lower back. Let your head be heavy. So those elbows are softly bent. Gravity's just doing its job. Inhale, lift just slightly and walk those hands forward a little bit further, extending through those arms as much as feels good to you. And just noticing if your tailbone has lifted off the mat, gently press it back down towards the mat. A little tuck of your chin. And just checking in. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands to the right, reach through your left fingertips just as far as you can. Let's just going to get into that lower back, down that left side, through those lats, through the arm and the shoulder, as well as stretching and opening up those hips. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands back through center, and then let's take it to the left. Reaching through the right fingertips just as far as you can reach, pressing that right sit bone down towards the earth, and just let your head be heavy. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands back through center, and just let gravity do its job once again. Pressing your tailbone towards the mat, allowing the forehead to come towards the floor. Soften your face. Inhale, circle the hands back by your hips. Big circle of those arms up and overhead. And exhale, release those arms down by your sides. Let's bring the hands behind you. And we're going to open up those feet a little bit wider than the hips, and we're just going to rock those knees side to side. So that mobility, that internal and external rotation through the hip, allowing that pelvis to shift just naturally as your body is ready for it, keeping the chest lifted so we're not sinking back into those shoulders, and nothing super fast. So give yourself an opportunity to really feel that stretch and that range of motion. And let's come back to center, extending the legs out long. We're going to cross that right foot up and over the left leg. So just above the knee, and sit up nice and tall. A gentle press of that right knee out to the side, lengthen through the crown of the head. If you like, a little lean forward. If that doesn't feel great with your foot on top of the knee, you can bring your foot to the inside of your leg. And just gently relax all the way down. If you like, extend those arms out for a deeper stretch. If your body's not quite ready for that, it's okay. Don't judge. Still warming up. And let's slowly walk those hands back up, pointing those left toes, bringing the right hand by your hip, and let's press it up and lift and open. And exhale, set it back down. Turn, rotate, reach to the sky, flex your foot, lengthen, hinge it forward. So we're going to move between these two poses. Inhale, reach it out. Sit it up nice and tall. Once again, right hand behind you. Point those left toes. Lift and reach. Open it up. As you exhale, slowly release your bottom back down. Rotate towards that left leg. Reach to the sky. Lengthen and hinge it forward. Flexing that left foot. Releasing the weight of the upper body down. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Circle that right arm around behind. Point those left toes. Lift and reach. Open it up. Oh, that feels so good. One more time. Bottom comes down. We rotate. Reach to the sky. Lengthen. Hinge it forward. Release your hands. Relax the weight of your head. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Circle that right arm around behind. Point those left toes. Lift and open. Variation of wild thing. And once again, sit your bottom down. We turn and extend right leg out. Left foot crosses just above that right knee and sit up nice and tall. Breathe. We're just going to gently press that left knee out to the side in our figure 4. Now you can either keep that foot just above the knee or to the inside of your thigh and walk those hands forward. Keeping that right foot flexed just as best you can. Stretching through the lower back, that left hip, down the back of that right leg. Just give yourself a second. Find those big deep breaths. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall, releasing that left hand down. Reach it up. Open it up. Oh, and extend. As you exhale, release your bottom back down. Rotate, reach to the sky, turning and hinging forward. Tying these two together. Just take your time. Move at your pace. Inhale, reach. Sit up nice and tall. Left arm circles around behind. Point those right toes. Lift and reach. And bottom comes down. We've got that one more time. Reach to the sky. Flex your foot. Rotate towards that right leg. Hinge it forward. Release your hands. Relax the weight of your head. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Circle that left arm around behind. Point your toes. Lift. And arch it back. Reach for that wild thing. And gently release it down. Extending both legs out long. And then let's pull those feet in. Butterfly, sitting up nice and tall, pulling those heels in towards your bottom. Hands right along the shins, anywhere between the ankles and the knees that feels good to you. And we're going to open up those knees. And again, we're always being kind, right? We're being mindful of where we are in our practice. If the body needs a little more time to warm up, give it time. Give it time. And we hinge forward, lengthening through the crown of the head, drawing those shoulders back, squeeze those shoulder blades. Elbows can be along the knees, or we can pull them back kind of towards the waist. I want you to feel that length in the spine. I want you to feel that hinge from the hip rather than that bend in the waist. Lengthen and breathe. Now go ahead and transfer those hands forward and just let yourself round forward. If you need to adjust where your feet are, adjust. Find that breath. Starting at the tailbone, slowly roll it up one vertebra at a time. And sit up nice and tall. Let's crisscross those legs, bring the hands forward. Now this is going to be a big transition. We're going to rock it forward and step it or jump it back to plank. Crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And exhale to down dog. Let's sway the hips side to side, finding your breath. We come back to center and breathe. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk, step, or hop to forward fold. And we're going to heel toe those feet out to the outside corners of the mat, or you can just step it out and release the weight of the upper body down. Little rocks forward and back. We come back to center. Head's heavy, core is strong, and slowly bend your knees, lowering your bottom down to frog pose. Nice flat back, lengthening through the crown of the head, reaching out through that tailbone, drawing that belly button in and up. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, extend those legs. As you inhale, bend the knees, lower back down to frog. Opening those knees out to the side, lengthening through the crown of the head as you exhale, extend those legs. And gently bring it back down. One more time, extend those legs. This time we can come back to frog, or you can lower those hips even more to garland pose or yogi squat. Sitting up nice and tall, drawing that pelvis through. We rock side to side. Breathe. Just finding that breath, noticing where your weight is in those feet. Let's bring it back to center and really see if we can press through that outside edge, that pinky toe side edge of your foot to really open up those hips. Find your breath. Core strong, lead with the crown of the head. Let's slowly rise. Keeping those knees out wide, pressing evenly through those feet, extending the arms to the sky, and exhale, arch it back. Open those arms to a nice wide V. Inhale, reach to the sky, and exhale, slowly begin to sink. Once again, back down into garland, frog, or yogi squat. Let's release those hands. Lift your bum slightly, step your left foot back, and then the right, crocodile down. Press it through up dog, and exhale to down dog. We shift our weight to our right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot through. Back knee can come down if you like, otherwise knee is off, and we lift those arms overhead to our crescent lunge. Shoulders are soft. Breathe. So we're going to add some movement here. Inhale, straightening that front leg just a bit, and then exhale, sink. We're going to transition, arms open out to a T, bending that right knee, lowering those hands down. Find your breath. Bring your bottom down, shift that right knee, reach to the sky, and hinge it forward. Release the weight of the upper body. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall, lifting that right knee. Big movement. If you need your hands, use your hands. Coming back up, we transition back to our low lunge. We're going to do that 2 more times. Open, arms out to a T, lower yourself safely down to your bum, rotate, right knee comes down, reach to the sky, hinge it forward. Release your hands, nose to your knee. Inhale, reach it out, sit up nice and tall. Once again, right knee lifts, big movement. Arms come up and overhead as we transition back to our low lunge. We've got that 1 more time. Inhale, open it up, slowly lower down, right knee down, lift those arms, hinge it forward, release, nose towards your knee. Inhale, reach it out, sit up nice and tall, lifting that right knee. Now this time, we're going to open and we're going to turn. So that right leg is in front. Find that breath. Find it, and on that exhale, open to a nice wide V. Gaze to the sky, arch it back. Inhaling it up nice and tall. We go to the other side, opening, transitioning that weight to your left leg. Slowly lowering down, bottom comes down. We rotate, placing that left knee down, reach to the sky, hinge it forward, releasing hands and nose. Feels good. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall, lifting that left knee. Big transition, coming up, and we transfer back to that crescent lunge. We've got 2 more of those. Opening, transferring weight, arms to a T. Lower your bottom, lower that left knee. Reach to the sky, hinge it forward. Release your hands, nose to your knee. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Lifting that left knee, we rise and transfer that weight back to our low lunge. We've got one more. These are big, guys. Open those arms out to a T. Shift your weight to your left. Lowering your bottom down. Transferring that left knee to the mat. Reach to the sky. Flex those right toes. Hinge it forward. Release your hands. Nose towards your knee. Breathe. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. This time, as we lift that left knee, we're going to transfer back to that crescent lunge on the left. Find your breath. Take a big breath in, reach, and exhale, arch it back. Open those arms to a nice wide V. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Flow forward. Hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend. Left leg to the sky. And gently release it down. How was that? Holding your down dog. Alternate bending knees. Hopefully challenging, but you had some success. That was a lot. Those are some big dynamic movements. As you exhale, let both heels sink. We shift our weight to our left foot. Right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right knee through. Foot to the inside to pigeon. And let's rock it side to side. Checking in. How are you? Coming back to center. Let's walk it forward. And we can come to sleeping pigeon, or if you like, extend that right arm. Reach your left hand underneath the right arm. Turn the left side of your face to the mat. For our thread the needle. Soften your eyes. You can come up to the pads of the fingers on that right hand, or you can lay that hand flat. You can just remain in sleeping pigeon. This is just to take care of you. Inhale, lift just slightly. And let's walk those hands back to pigeon. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg to the sky. Go ahead and open up the hips. Add a flex of that right foot and a bend of the right knee. Draw your heel towards your bottom. Oh, that feels so good through those hip flexors and down the front of that right leg. Down the back of the left leg, releasing and extending that right leg, and gently place it back down to down dog. Inhaling to high plank, crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And exhale to down dog. And we shift our weight to our right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left knee through, foot to the inside, to pigeon. And let's rock it side to side. Nothing humongous, just a little movement. Promoting love, care, facilitating good, efficient, healthy movements, coming back to center. And let's walk those hands forward. And again, we can come to sleeping pigeon, just releasing the weight of the upper body down, or extending that left arm, right arm reaching underneath the left, turning and placing the right side of your face to the mat. You can come up to the pads of the fingers or keep that hand flat. You decide what's right for you. Just make sure you're breathing. And slowly lifting just enough to pull those hands back. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend. Left leg to the sky. Go ahead and open up those hips, flex that left foot, and draw your heel towards your bottom. That feels good. Extending left leg and slowly releasing it down. Let's inhale it to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through up dog. Open up those knees nice and wide. Sit it back to extended child's pose. Lots of room for the tummy and chest between those legs. Head heavy, chest heavy. Just breathe. Take as much time as you need, and whenever you're ready, walk those hands up. Come over onto a hip, and let's sweep those feet around. So we're going to tuck that right foot underneath us, and we're going to bring that left foot up and over. Now, if having that right leg tucked underneath you is not fantastic, go ahead and extend that right leg, lifting, flexing that right foot, pulling the knee in towards your chest. If it's good, yeah, tuck it underneath. Make yourself into a little bit smaller and sit up nice and tall. Just pulling the knee in. Find your breath. Draw those shoulders down and away. Just firing up some love in those hips. Do you feel it? You want to increase it. Wrap the crook of that right elbow around the knee. Pull it in as you twist and turn and take your gaze out over that back shoulder. Little tuck of your chin down towards that right collarbone. We gently lift our gaze, releasing that rotation. And let's switch sides. So we're going to tuck that left leg under, or left leg is long, and right foot comes up and over. And again, either is perfectly fine. So if you're taking care of that left knee, take care of that knee. Always a good idea. We want to keep the body healthy and happy, right? That's why we're doing this. If it feels good to you, go ahead and tuck it underneath and sit up nice and tall. Just really working to draw that right knee in, using the strength of those arms. Now, depending upon the intensity in those hips, if you want to add a little bit more, wrap the crook of that left elbow around the knee, sit up really tall, take your gaze out over that back shoulder, maybe a little tuck of your chin down towards your collarbone, and just checking in. Breathe. So we're going to do a little check-in here as you release. We're going to come back to that first that we did, the hip mobility. Feet are going to be nice and wide, and we're just going to rock it side to side. So I just want you to notice what you feel, how it feels, range of motion, intensity. Hopefully, increased mobility, lesser intensity. We've gotten rid, if there were any little kinks, little hitches in your get along, hopefully we got rid of them all. Coming back to center, let's sit cross-legged to easy pose. Sitting up nice and tall, inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, lengthen, hinge it forward. Release your hands. Relax the weight of the head. So our final check-in. This is the first thing we came to. You remember how it felt. Hopefully it feels pretty significantly better here. Body says thank you very much. Inhale, circle the hands back by your hips. Big circle of those arms up and overhead. And as you exhale, gently pull the hands to heart center. Close your eyes. Relax the shoulders. Find your breath. Just a gentle, slight tuck of your chin down towards the chest. And we take a moment to breathe. That intention that we set at the beginning of class, did we follow through? Kindness, awareness. And we set an intention for the rest of our day. And let that guide us through our day. I hope your day is filled with amazing things. Things that you love, people you love. I hope it's full of laughter, adventure, lessons, success. May your heart be full. Let's gently lift the gaze. And I just want to thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed class. I hope your hips are feeling the love. And I hope you guys just have the very best day. Thank you so much. Take care. And until the next time, namaste.